Karsey, Carly, thanks for joining me here in Cyprus Champions League. Karsey, we'll start with you. This is a bit different to Kazakhstan, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is different. The travelling's also better as well. I had to get 3 flights last year, so it was only travelled into Manchester and 1 flight over.
Did you enjoy the trip to Kazakhstan? It was quite a late one. You were playing well in the development team. You're in the training squad. You got to go to Kazakhstan. Did you enjoy the experience of that kind of wacky trip?
Yeah, the experience was good, but the travelling was probably a nightmare.
Carly, first Champions League squad. You've came into the team. You bossed the group stage. You enjoying European football life with the first team?
Yeah, I'm really liking it. It was good that I got to play. I started 2 games and came on in the first game, so I enjoyed that as well.
So you're starting a lot of minutes, been involved in the squad. Karsey, the last year or so, you've been kind of getting minutes for the first team. How great is that, Karsey, progression wise? Now you're getting quite a bit of game time for the first team.
Yeah, it's good to play games to experienced players, but it's also good to get game time with the development team as well.
Well, you're captain, so you've got a big job. You've had a big job this season. You're trying to get promotion for the side, so
yep.
You kind of got 2 things going on there. So I guess it's very important.
Yeah, it's important because I also have to speak to the development team as well, asking how they're doing as well, and then also doing my first team as well.
Mm-hmm. Carly, you've kind of not played as much the second half of the season because you've been involved with the first team, but how important is the development team as a stepping stone?
No, it's really helped me, especially playing up in a league against like older, more experienced players who maybe aren't technically as good, but they're still physical, and it's a big challenge for them. Yeah,
and that's the thing with the development league, is that there is a lot of mostly senior teams, a few academy teams, development teams, but a lot of senior players. I remember like this game against Airdrie this season, Motherwell development, who are mostly like players that maybe have played first team, playing in that team. A lot of decent experienced heads. So you were beating them, which is a big thing, I guess.
Yeah, it was really good to get good results and hopefully gain promotion this season.
Absolutely. So talking about kind of where you are now, where did love for football start with you, Karsey? How did you kind of get into football?
Well, I've played football for City for now nearly 7 years, nearly 8 years, and then I played for a boys team, Perry Park, and then Walsh used to be a coach for here and scouted me to come for training, and then just always loved playing football for then. Glasgow City. How
important, you say 7-8 years, so yeah. Being through the academy, how important has that been for you, the development as a player, as a person?
Well, the coaches have helped me through a lot for it, so yeah, it was good.
Yeah, and you've stuck around, and as I say, you're now at this stage where you're developing, hopefully one day to be a first team player. You must look, as a position you play, and you must think, it's a tough gig to get in there because
yep.
of the quality that's in there, but you must think that's what experience it must be training with, like say Joe Love, Leon Crichton and
yeah,
Co.
It's a good experience to play with them. It's going to be hard for me to try and get in, but hopefully time comes by, it'll be good to get in.
Yeah. Carly, I know you've been at the academy for a year, 18 months. You were at Celtic.
Yeah.
Talk us about your footballing path to here.
I think I started when I was about 4. I played for Harmony Row boys team, and then I moved to Grassroots, and then back to Harmony Row, and then just from about 7 I joined Celtic. I've just been going through their academy. Then I came to City under 17s and then just worked my way up.
Mm-hmm. And what was the factor for you to join City last year? Because there is a lot of good academies out there, but you came to City last year. What was the thing that lured you across?
I think it was the training 4 days a week, because at Celtic at the time we were only training 2, and I think I needed to push myself further, so they were doing 4 days a week, which helped me. Yeah,
did you envisage 12, 18 months ago when you joined the academy that you'd be in this position now, playing first team?
No, definitely didn't. I think I was lucky to go up to development last year, and I was just hoping to take a year at a time and hopefully one day become a first team player.
Yeah. A position, it's a position where maybe perhaps the goalkeeper, where if you make a mistake in big games, if like the City, it could be very punishing in a season, could cost cups, league titles, Champions League.
Yeah, definitely. That's one thing I don't think I want to be doing, is making very many mistakes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's been a fast track process. You, Karsey, I'm trying to remember last year, was it, I think against Rangers you made your debut?
Yeah.
Was it just ahead of that Champions League trip? Or?
It was just the night before the Champions League trip.
Yeah, absolutely. What was that like coming on? 15 years of age, coming on at Petershill Park, play Rangers.
Yeah, it was good, especially in front of the fans as well, in front of my family. It was good to get on in front of them.
The family very supportive of what you do.
Yeah.
I know they're out here as well, some of them.
My gran stays over here, she's coming over for the game.
Yeah, so and have they played a big part in your development as a person, a player?
Yeah, for taking me to training, taking me to games, so yeah, they've had a big part in my life through football.
Yeah, I see the same with you. I see a lot of your family, John, Carlo, all kind of family are around at games. The support's there, football and kind of family in there too. How big have they been in your kind of development?
Yeah, they've been a massive part. I think my dad and my brothers what brought me to football. They've been grown up with football, and I just wanted to be like them. So
when you came to the team, so Karsey had her debut for against Rangers last year, and it's got minutes. You kind of came. You had a couple of games as well. I remember towards the back end of last season, and then the call came May this year, away to Rangers. Kind of a couple of defenders were missing, a couple of injuries. Got a start. Were you surprised, or did you kind of think, oh well, there's a chance here because of a couple of injuries?
I was surprised. On the day Scott just said to me, like, you're going to be starting. I was very nervous, but I think everyone just helped me through it, and because I'm playing with such experienced players, they've all seen it before.
Scored as well. That is an absolute dream, is it not?
Yeah, that's one thing I dream of, is scoring, like one of my first games. So
yeah, you got the call, you played. You scored, and you've never looked back since. In some ways, did you expect, even after scoring and you played a few games, did you really expect after you making your debut, oh well, players will be back, I'll probably go back on the bench, or did you think, right, no, I've kind of made my mark here, I want to stay?
No, I thought I'd be dropping back down to the bench, because I think it was a few injuries that happened. I thought once they're fit, then they'll be taking my place over again.
So what's the kind of goals going forward? Start with you, Carly. You talking about each season at a time, but now you're kind of first team. What is the aim, maybe in the next 2, 3, 4 years, or even longer term?
I would hope to keep my place in the team and to score more goals than what I've done in, obviously, league titles and cups.
You've done no bad though, 4 goals so far as we speak today, and all similar type of goals, not to give away the tactics, but you're a real threat.
Yeah, definitely, corners.
Yeah, so is that something you've always been good at, corners, coming in with headers and stuff?
Mostly because I think that's what I'm best at, is heading the ball, but just to get it on target is what I aim for.
Although we've not seen it in the first team, because you're really good with your feet defensively, surely you must have 1 or 2 screamers in your time, have you not, for your feet?
Not that I can think of, actually. I don't. It's Celtic I hardly ever scored. I never used to go up for corners.
Well, that might come. You've nearly had a couple of screamers this season for the first team. It's getting there. Your goal's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Hopefully it's coming, and my goal is just to play for the first team and try and score goals as well.
Absolutely. Okay. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.